I used to go to Dunkin' almost every morning on my way to work. It was a routine for me to stop, go inside, pick up my coffee, and then go to work. I'm honestly lazy in the morning, and I don't feel like making my own coffee. Plus, it doesn't taste that good when I make it. I know I could save lots of money or whatever, but I just don't care. There are Dunkins all over the place near where I live. I probably pass by 3 or 4 alone on my drive to work every day. But there was one in particular that I would usually go to. It was just the most convenient. With all of the factors such as parking lot and in and out from the highway, I liked it the best. So I got there one day and went inside to order. Usually it was pretty busy at this time in the morning. So after I ordered, I was standing there near a couple of other people and waiting for the coffee. In that time, this guy that was next to me started talking to me. He said that he saw me there all the time, and I said yes, I go there a lot. I didn't recognize him, but I never pay close attention to the other customers. I'm always tired and haven't had my coffee yet. So the guy started talking to me, asking me where I'm from and where I work and stuff like that. I was talking to him, but he seemed a little bit strange. Then he asked me for my number. I didn't want to give it to him, and I declined. At about that same time, my coffee was done. I picked it up and then left. Now, fast forward to the next day. I went to Dunkin' again to get coffee like usual. I ordered and was waiting in the same spot, and the same guy came up and approached me. I was disappointed to see him there again. He said it was a crazy coincidence to see me here. He then tried asking me to hang out with him and convincing me to give him my number, but I kept saying no. He was being really insistent about it. The situation was frustrating. I did not want to give him my number. When my coffee was done, I picked it up. The guy sort of walked next to me, and as I went to leave, I turned and told him that I was not going to this Dunkin' ever again. Then I walked out. But when I left the building, the man did as well. I turned and told him not to follow me. The guy said that he wasn't. I walked out to my car, and luckily did not see the man following me. But as soon as I pulled back onto the road to drive away, I saw a car pull out behind me. I looked in my mirror and saw that the same man was driving. I hoped this didn't mean he was going to follow me, but unfortunately he did. After leaving Dunkin' and driving down one road, I then merged onto the highway and he was still there. I drove the entire rest of the way to my job. It took about 15 minutes and he was still following me when I pulled into the property. I was worried, but I always parked in a secure area where I had to show my ID to get into it. So I was able to get through, and obviously the guy wasn't able to. He stayed in the parking lot area that wasn't restricted. I figured he would leave after that, and I felt better. I went through the normal workday and then left at about 5 o'clock. When I did, after leaving the parking lot and going back onto the road, a car pulled out behind me. Soon, I realized that it was the same guy. I don't know if he waited there all day for me, or if he came back knowing that I would be done with work. Either way, he was following me again. I started driving home, but he followed wherever I went. Every turn that I made, he did. Soon, I was getting close to where I lived. Instead of driving home, I went back onto the highway. I wasn't really sure where I was going, but I certainly wasn't leading this guy to my house. I drove along the highway and then took an exit and drove around some more. I started just driving around that area of town for a while. Traffic was sort of bad at this hour. I was able to go in a sort of busy street and actually get a car or two between us. Then I changed lanes a couple of times and went through a yellow light. The car behind me stopped, which trapped the guy at the light. Really, I just got lucky. I realized that I had made it away from him, and then I headed for home. I was able to make it back safely. After that happened, I obviously did not go back to that Dunkin'.